Welcome po sa Bytespace POS. Join me as we take a tour sa kabuuan ng software na ito. Now, after having been successfully installed, magkakaroon po siya ng shortcut icon sa desktop. All we have to do is to double-click and then log in. We have a default username, ABM, and a password 12345. Click OK or press Enter. Now this is the main page of our POS. As you can see at home, we have customers, button, sales, stocks, restocking, expenses, accounting. And for the price table, we have single and package items. Sa tools naman, we have user accounts, register, item classification, expense type. And then for the reports, we have daily sales, monthly sales, stock record, daily expense, monthly expenses, and daily accounts. Now we have to scrutinize each button. Now first thing to do is punta po tayo sa tools and then we're going to create a user account. Now sa user account, as we can see, we have add, edit, delete, and refresh. So we have to remember that we have an account type, user or admin. Yung admin, marami po siyang capabilities, whereas ang user is para lang po siyang cashier na ang capabilities niya lang is mag-sale, to input or encode sales. So let's create first a account. First, you have to click Add. As we can see, as we click the Add, nagkakaroon po siya ng ID number. So let's say for example, we have Sarah Geronimo. Username Sarah, password let's say 12345. Then si Sarah is a user account type. So click OK. So nag-a-add na po siya sa ating database, Sarah Geronimo as user. Then, next is we're going to add another account type na admin. Full name, let's say Marian. Let's say Sharon. Username Sharon. Password, let's say again 12345. And then admin po si Sharon Caneta. Then click OK. So ayan na. Nag-a-add na po si Sharon Caneta. So all we have to do is gagamitin po natin yung ginawa nating account. Close natin. Then exit, log out. So gamitin natin yung Sharon account. Sharon and password 12345. Okay? So, ito po yung makikita ng admin user type of account. Wherein lahat ng mga kakayahan niya, lahat ng mga functions dito is magagawa niya. Let's say, we're going to log in as a user para ma-differentiate natin yung kaibahan ng dalawang account type. So, log out muna tayo, din gamitin natin yung Sarah account. Sarah 12345. So, see, ito lang po yung screen na makikita ng cashier or ng user type of account. So, that's the difference. So, log out muna tayo, then balik tayo sa admin type of account na Sharon Cuneta. Okay? So, after having an account, we have to declare all our stocks. So, example, create tayo ng stocks. Punta tayo sa stocks. Then, meron tayong mga pre-encoded stocks na dito. So, let's say, for example, mag-a-add tayo ng item. Item name, cream silk. sachet. Say 6 grams. Now remember, you have to encode the full description of the product kasi sometimes there are item names the same but iba yung description. Then the category, the item class of this is conditioner. So hanapin natin sa database natin kung meron ng conditioner. So kung wala pa, mag-a-add lang tayo ng item class. Click add. And then type natin conditioner. Conditioner, then save. So, ayan na siya, pumasok na sa database and close. So, hanapin natin si conditioner. Ayan. So, let's say, magsastock tayo ng conditioner na sachet, mga 200 pieces. The order level, let's say, 50 pieces. By the way, reorder level, ito yung magsasabi sa atin, ito yung level or let's say critical level na if the item reaches 50 pieces, like the example that I gave, magpa-prompt po siya na this particular item needs to be restocked kasi malapit na siyang maubos. Parang notification lang siya na malapit nang maubos yung item na yan. So, save. Save and add new kung meron pa po kayong isi-save ulit. Save. So, as you can see sa database natin sa stocks, meron na po siyang item na conditioner, clean cell conditioner. Now, let's go to restocking. Sa restocking naman, mag-a-add lang tayo ng item and then search natin yung item name ng isang product na nagawa na natin sa stock. So, it is very important to declare all your stocks first sa stocks before you do the restocking and before you do the pricing. So, for this case, let's say for example, ipa-price natin si conditioner na Clean Silk. So, select item na lang and then search mo si Clean Silk. Yan. Let's say, si Clean Silk sachet is mag-restock tayo ng another 200 pieces of Cream Silk sachet. Notes natin. By the way, this notes is optional. Restock and save. Save and post. So, we have 200 na ni-restock. So, let's check sa ating stocks kung nag-add ba yung Cream Silk. So, kanina 200, ngayon 400 na siya. So, okay na yung restocking natin. Now, after declaring the stocks or after restocking, we have to price each item. So, for example, yung in-add natin sa stocks na conditioner, ipa-price natin siya single or retail. Yan. So, add new item and then search na lang tayo for that item name. So, Cream Silk sachet. Yan. So, item cost, kung magkano yung puhunan natin each Cream Silk sachet. Let's say, kinukuha natin siya ng 5 pesos. Tapos, i-retail natin siya ng 7 pesos. And reseller, kasi minsan, yung may mga suki-suki reseller price, we have this option. But for this case, sa grocery, kadalasan wala namang reseller price. So, let's say, the same lang yung price sa retail. So, save. Save and add new kung meron pa po kayong ipa-price na item. So, let's say wala na, save and close. So, check natin. Ayan na, nag-a-add na siya. Cream silk is retail price natin is 7 pesos. Item cost is 5 pesos. So, let's try sa sales na. Magbebenta na tayo. So, gagawin natin is to click Add New. So, ito po yung pinaka-main page ng POS. Dito tayo gumagawa ng transactions. So, customer name, pwedeng optional din to. Let's say, walk-in na lang or wala. So, item type, we have single item and package item. By the way, sa package item, sometimes we have yung mga promos or package, yung isang pack is much lesser price than the retail. So, balikan muna natin. We have to declare a package para ilagay natin sa ating examples of product. Balik tayo sa package item. Let's say yung conditioner kanina is ipapackage natin siya as by dozen. So, mas lesser yung price niya kung by dozen. So, add lang tayo ng item. Let's say, ang name natin sa package na to is Cream Silk Sachet 6 grams 1 dozen. So, add new item. Cream Silk. So, sa 1 dozen, ang makukuha niyan is 12. Okay? So, i-itemize natin, item cost natin siya. So, sa 12, kung may puhunan tayong 5 pesos yung isa, so sa 12, we have 60 pesos yung item cost. So, sa retail natin, let's say 7 times 12 is 784. So, let's say makaka-less siya ng 4 pesos pag 1 dozen yung binili niya is, let's say for example, 80 yung retail price niya. And save and close. Refresh lang natin, ayan na siya. So, balik tayo sa sales. Add new. Okay. Let's say package item type. Search lang natin Cream Silk. Cream Silk package. Okay. And then, let's say 1 dozen lang yung binili. So, ayan na siya. 80 pesos. Let's say single item tayo. Search natin. Conditioner ulit. Cream Silk. So, okay. Let's say 2 pieces. So, 14 pesos. Another item. Let's say Safeguard. Safeguard. Say 2 pieces. Okay. So, let's say yan lang yung binili. Process natin yung payment. The total is 120 pesos. Then, payment type, we have cash, check, credit card. Amount paid, let's say nagbigay siya ng 150 pesos. Change is 30, save. Okay. So, ma-check natin yan. Pumasok siya sa database natin yung sales natin. Then, pwede po, din po natin siyang i-print yung invoice. So, sa araw na ito, we have this sales. So, yung in-input natin kanina, ito na po yun. So, entered by Sharon. Amount paid, ito yung mga binayad nila. Pay type, all is cash. Total amount, ito na yun. So, meron tayong summary dito sa taas. Total sales for the day, June 16, 2015, is 2,850. Total cost, yung puhunan, 2,548. At then yung total profit natin is 302. So, may monitoring po siya sa profit. So, it's very convenient for the owner to check. Print natin yung invoice. Dito lang po. Halimbawa ito. Print natin yung invoice. Dito lang ng print. Wait for a while. So, ito po yung itsura ng magiging invoice natin. This is a sample only. Okay, close. Then, balik tayo sa other buttons. So, now we have also options for expenses. Let's say, sa sales nyo kinukuha yung mga expenses nyo sa store. So, add nyo na lang kayo for the expense. Say, yung transpo ng staff nyo. Transpo going to Meralco for payment. So, nagbigay kayo ng 50 pesos. Save. So, ayan na yung expenses for the day. Magbibigay din siya ng summary total expenses. Then, sa accounting naman, nakikita natin yung sales versus the expenses. So, total sales for the day, June 16 is 2,850 less expenses. Mas malaki po yung expenses. Then, ang net natin is negative na. So, this is the summary of the expense and sales. Sales versus expenses. Now, we'll go to reports. Sa daily sales. So, ganito po yung sample ng reports natin for daily sales. Wherein makikita natin yung mga item na nabibenta, then yung price, quantity, the total price, cost per item, yung na price type. So, makikita din natin yung total sales, total cost, and then the total profit. So, detailed naman po siya yung ating daily sales. We can filter it from monthly or just go directly to monthly sales. Since ito pa lang po yung na-process natin na sales, so ito muna yung lalabas. So, per per day, per month. So, stock records naman, nag-update tayo, pwede natin i-print to. So, ito na lang po yung mga naiwan na stocks natin. Now, daily expenses, meron din siyang sariling report, monthly expenses, and daily accounts, sales versus expenses. So, lahat po ng reports na ito is printable. So, this is a simple and easy to use POS. Now, thank you for having with us. Thank you for taking a tour with us.